So that has high responsibility if you're dealing with the twin galaxy for our galaxy over here. Okay, and know that Merak, that Andromedon star, is located just at the beginning of Taurus. And where's Taurus? In the northwest. So Merak is pointing towards the northwest. Okay, it has to do with us. Now, when you're talking about Ursa Major, or the Big Bear, let's look at that. El Merak, or El Murak. And that's the loans or the root of the bear, the big bear, the Big Dipper. Okay? Ursa Major. Because why? Ursa Major, the Big Bear, is where you get USA. And then Ursa Major, Ursa is where you get USSR, Soviet Union. Okay? So they're using the Big Bear. They know that their land is pointed towards the north, because the Big Dipper is pointed towards the north, and the Big Dipper points towards the North Star. So it represents the north, Ursa Major, which is another name for El Merak or El Murak. Moroccan. We represent that Big Bear. 7 stars. Remember, 7 stars in that constellation, the Big Dipper. Alright? And now let's look at that. Let's look at Murugan. Right? And Gan represents a nation. That can mean a nation too. Gan. So you're telling me Murugan represents a nation of Moors. Muru, Moor. Okay, Mu represents the Mu. Lemuria, Mu, motherland Mu. In the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so when we're talking about Murugan, we're talking about, and who's Murugan? That's a South Asian god, as you know it, okay? Over in the east. Now, when you're looking at Murugan, he represents Pleiades, or the god represents Pleiades. The constellation Pleiades. And where's Pleiades? Pleiades is in, check it out, Pleiades is in the Taurus constellation. And Taurus constellation is pointing towards the northwest. So when you're talking about Murugan and Moroccan and Pleiades and the Big Dipper, all that's pointing towards the northwest or the north. Okay, and that's where we are from. We are claiming the throne. Northwest. That's the capital of the empire, is the northwest. And remember, Murugan represents Pleiades, right? And the Hebrew word for Pleiades is Kamu, because Kamu is dealing with Kemet. Kemet, the name Kemet, ancient Egypt, that's coming from, that word is stemming from Kamu, which is stemming from Pleiades, is the Hebrew word for Pleiades. Now, when you're talking about Kemer, it's talking about Pleiades also. Pleiades, Kemer, Kamu. It's talking about, that's the Hebrew word for Pleiades. Okay, and remember, the ancient Mayan are known to come from or have a star reference point dealing with the Pleiades. Okay, and Alcyon, the most important star in Pleiades, is where this solar system rotates around every 25 to 26,000 years, which is happening now. And every 25,000 to 26,000 year transit is the beginning of that's a grand cycle. It's the beginning of a spanking new cycle, which is happening now. So we're dealing with time references, not just dealing with earthly realm things. We're dealing with star constellations and astrology, so you can get a higher reasoning of what's going on. Okay, so now let's look. So when you're talking about Murugan, you're talking about Kamu, and that's dealing with Pleiades. And Kamu represents what that means, to be wealthy. Okay, because let's look. When you're talking about the pyramids of Yucatan and Central America and all that, that's all connected with ancient Egypt and continental Africa, and that's all connected with Cambodia. Okay, The Nagas over there, the ancient Cambodia. Why? Because where is the largest temples in the world? In Cambodia. Angkor Wat. That represents, that's a prophecy. If you check their history out,